Hey, Monster Producers, it's Coach Michael Burt. I hope you're doing great. I literally just got into West Palm Beach, Florida, where I'm going to be for the next 2.5, 3 days coaching an insurance company here from one of our top clients. And I just wanted to put this video in the Monster Nation, in the Monster Producer group tonight, because we had an incredible Monster Nation conference. I want to say thank you to everybody who chose to come and be with us over the last 2.5 days. We ended up with a great party last night at the 505 and, with just a really incredible group of people. So number one, thank you. We owe you. We appreciate you being in the room with us. Now let's move to what's next. This week in Monster Producer, we are staying true to the big idea. That's what I spoke on at Monster Nation, by the way. The big idea is the level 10 opportunity. It's the greatest opportunity available to you that you may not be focused on. Why? Because you got to keep the trains going, because you're caught in a success trap, because you're exhausted from what you got to do to make it work every single day. Maybe you don't have focus. Maybe you're distracted. Maybe you've never thought about what your big idea is. But the big idea that we're focused on this month has got to be scalable, which means it can be replicated. It's got to be profitable. I prefer highly profitable and highly enjoyable. And it's got to be enjoyable. It's got to be a problem that you're both fascinated by and motivated by. It is your next big idea. And here toward the end of the year, it's a great time to be thinking about repositioning the business, repositioning your life, redesign, and always moving toward the B. So we call that mental creation. See, you can see on the plane ride down here, I was working on several deals, but I mental map it out. This is mental creation. This just initiates the ideas. And I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 big things on here that were revenue producing opportunities. So that's mental creation. And I put in my notes here, you got to marinate in it. See, the person on the plane kept looking at me mental mapping this, and they didn't ask me the question, but I know they were thinking about it. Like, what's he doing over there? He's watching a football game, and I'm drawing up my future. My future is more important than that football game is. My future is more important than me watching other people perform. I want to be in the arena performing, not watching other people perform. I want other people to come watch us perform. So you got to marinate in the mental creation. You got to draw it up. You got to draw it up again. You got to draw it up again. You got to remind yourself. You got to recommit yourself. You got to reposition yourself. You got to realign yourself. You see, then this big goal has got to be in alignment with the B. But you're going to need relationships to fund the big idea. This is a big point we're making this week. You're going to need relationships to fund the big idea. You're going to need reputational capital to get in rooms with bigger people. They're going to have to take you serious. See, if people are not taking you serious right now toward the big idea, it's because you are putting out some kind of vibe that you're not that serious, that you don't have yourself together. Maybe you whine. Maybe you choose to be offended easily. Maybe you pout. Maybe you complain. Maybe you make excuses. Maybe you put off a vibe that, man, you hadn't put the work in to be that good. Therefore, people don't take you serious. They're not going to be part of the big idea. They're not going to fund the big idea. They're not going to sow opportunity into the big idea. They're going to keep looking at you like, hey, man, keep playing on a small level. That's what you're projecting. So you need reputational capital. You need a brand. You need indicators that indicate to the market that you're serious. And you need to create unique value for the marketplace. See, if you're still small, and I've been small in my life, so I understand. It's because other people have put you in a small place because you've not created a unique value proposition for them. You're not creating enough value for them to elevate and to fund what you're doing. You got small dreams, small opportunities. So we need unique value proposition. We need to solve a real problem in the marketplace that people would be interested in paying money for. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. And we need an offer. And the offer is a way for people to engage with your services. You see, at Monster Nation, I talked about retreat to attack. That's an offer. That's flying down to Florida with me on the jet two days, 2.5 days, locked up in a big multi-million-dollar house, mapping out the future. That's an offer. Talked about the couples retreat, living with the monster. That's an offer. We talked about what's next, which is our program for the person who's ready to get serious and kind of graduate from monster producer to the next level. These are offers. Damon West and I made an offer. The gentleman who wrote How to Be a Coffee Bean, 4-week series with us. If you don't have an offer, you're not going to have any leads to work. And if you don't have a selling system, we call that legacy selling, or refer to it as tactical connection, then there's no clear path to monetization from your big idea. See, Saturday night, I booked one of the biggest and best offices at the Greatness Factory to Ryan Chikelli, who's one of our students, a person I've been mentoring. He's generated millions of dollars through annuities. We went down to the Greatness Factory. He said, I'd like the big office with the big windows. See, that's something for him to participate in, to fund. Now, he sees it as, hey, I'm going to use this office to make money, to host events. But I had to have an offer, and I had to have a dream, and I had to have a big idea, which is the Greatness Factory. See, some of you have a book, but you got no offer. Or you got an idea, but there's no offer. There's no way to engage with you beyond what you're currently doing. So the big idea is not funded by other people. Now, let me close this out tonight by saying this. Every car you've ever driven, every vacation you've ever been on, every flight you've ever booked was paid for by other people. You exchange your talent for their problem. They funded it. They fund your kids' college. They fund your retirements. But they're not going to put much into the fund if there's minimal value creation. If you got a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of attitude and a little bit of skill and a little bit of habit, it's your cash, K-A-S-H, they're going to give you a small amount of cash. Okay? C-A-S-H. So, for some of you, it's time to grow up. It's time to show up. It's time to deliver. It's time to choose to quit being offended by everything. Okay? It's time to get out of mental creation and into physical action. It's time to move toward the big idea. And you're seeing other people do it. Like the people who came to Monster Nation, guys, they saw how we did it. We built a successful coaching business. We bought a $1 million+ lodge. We host events at that lodge. We bring in talented people. Rob Luna, Fox Business, Dave Blanchard, okay, one of the top coaches in the world on habits of thinking. Damon West. See, we create value, and hopefully that's unique value for the people who came and participated. So I'm Coach Burt. We'll see you on Monday. Everybody needs a coach in life. We believe a good coach can change your life. Thank you for being part of the Monster Nation. We love you.